Rangers may have been handed a major new option in their search for a striker, with Lens forward Ryan Fernana emerging as a potential target following Youssef Chermiti's devastating injury blow. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. The Ibrox hierarchy are now considering their options after Chermiti suffered ACL damage, ruling the Portugal under-21 international out for a significant period. Derek McInnes is keen to bring in another attacking option to support Ryan Naderi, Bojan Miovski, and captain Lawrence Shankland, and Fofana's name has now been put firmly on the radar. The 20-year-old is regarded as a highly rated prospect in France and could represent a very interesting opportunity for Rangers. Fofana featured 27 times for Lens last season as the club finished runners-up to PSG in Ligue 1, although his opportunities from the start were limited. He made just 7 starts but still managed to find the net 5 times. Interestingly, the situation at Lens could now work in Rangers' favour. Former boss Pierre Sage has moved to Crystal Palace, while Dino Topmola has taken charge, potentially giving Fofana a fresh opportunity to establish himself. However, his involvement in Lens's latest huge victory over PSG was limited to a late substitute appearance, with former Rangers Loni Abdallah Sima starting instead. And that could be where Rangers see an opening. It's understood Lens would be prepared to allow Fofana to leave on a season-long loan, despite the attacker reportedly carrying a valuation of around £7 million. For Rangers, that could make a temporary deal a far more realistic proposition as they look to solve their immediate striker problem without necessarily committing to a huge permanent transfer. However, this certainly wouldn't be a straightforward deal. Rangers would face strong competition if they decide to push ahead. And with the September signing deadline rapidly approaching, the Ibrox hierarchy would have little time to waste. Andrew Kavanagh has already promised further movement in the transfer market, pledging to bring in up to 3 more signings as Rangers attempt to recover from their sluggish start to the campaign. James Penrice and Kosta Nedeljkovic have already arrived since that commitment was made, and now Fofana could potentially become the latest name under consideration. The big question is whether Rangers will actually make their interest concrete. With Chermiti facing a lengthy spell on the sidelines, the need for another striker has suddenly become much more pressing. And if Lens are genuinely prepared to sanction a loan for a £7 million rated 20-year-old forward, this could be an opportunity Rangers simply cannot afford to ignore. The clock is ticking, competition is expected to be fierce, and Rangers now have a very intriguing League One option on their radar. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more and stay updated with the latest Rangers news, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you, let's get back into the video. Rangers could be edging closer to another major attacking addition this summer, with the club now confident that a deal for Girona forward Kim Minsu could be completed quickly. The South Korean is understood to be one of several wide attacking options currently being assessed by Rangers' recruitment team. But there is one major twist. Despite growing confidence that personal terms would not be an issue, the Ibrox hierarchy have still not decided whether Minsu is the player they want to push for. That decision could ultimately determine whether Rangers launch an £8.5 million offer for the 20-year-old, which would trigger an automatic release clause in his Girona contract. And while that is a significant amount of money, Rangers have reportedly been assured that agreeing terms with Minsu would be straightforward should they give the green light. That makes this a particularly interesting situation for Derek McInnes and the Rangers recruitment department, The player appears to be available, the financial mechanism to get the deal done is already in place, and there is confidence that the player himself would not stand in the way. But Rangers are still weighing up whether Minsu is the right option. Importantly, the forward is not expected to arrive at Ibrox this weekend, with technical director Dan Purdy and chief executive Jim Gillespie continuing to assess the options before presenting a final recommendation to McInnes. Minsu certainly has an intriguing profile. The 20-year-old prefers operating from the left wing, but his versatility means he can also play on the opposite flank or through the middle as a forward. That flexibility could be particularly appealing to Rangers as they look to add more attacking options to McInnes' squad. He joined Girona back in 2022 and has since made more than 70 appearances for their B team in the Spanish lower leagues. He was eventually promoted to the first team squad in 2024, making 3 appearances before heading out on loan to FC Andorra last season. And that loan spell gave Rangers another opportunity to assess what he can offer. Minsu made 40 appearances for Andorra in the Segunda Division, scoring 6 goals and registering 4 assists. Those numbers may not immediately jump off the page, but his versatility, age and potential could make him an interesting long-term option for Rangers. However, the Ibrox club are not the only side keeping an eye on him. Girona are reportedly bracing themselves for an offer, with other clubs also interested in the youngster. That could create pressure on Rangers to make a decision sooner rather than later if they genuinely believe Minsu is their preferred target. And this is where the situation becomes particularly intriguing. Rangers effectively have a clear route to the player if they decide he is the man they want. The £8.5 million release clause is there, and personal terms are not expected to present a major obstacle. The question is whether Rangers are prepared to pull the trigger. For now, it appears the club are taking their time and comparing Minsu with the other attacking targets on their list before making that final call. So, Rangers could yet have a very busy period ahead. An £8.5 million release clause is sitting there for Kim Minsu, personal terms are believed to be manageable, and Girona are preparing for potential offers. But Rangers have not yet made the final decision, and that could be the biggest twist of all, because if the Ibrox hierarchy decide Minsu is the right man for Derek McInnes, this could suddenly move from a name being monitored to a deal that develops extremely quickly. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.